So, forgive me for not being very cute today, but this is my video on drawing up and administering of anesthesia as it relates to doing sutures. I don't have everything that I would need to do in real life yet, but this is what I would do. So first I would make sure that I have all my supplies, which, I mean, I don't right now, but you know, one of those things would be, I have my mom that needs to have repair work done. I will have a sterile field. I'll have some gauze and some alcohol pads and a needle and a syringe, and of course in this case, this is my this is my lidocaine. So, oh, and I would make sure that I have gloves on, of course, which I just don't have any right this minute. So, in order to maintain my sterile field, I would actually, if I have an assistant, then I would ask my assistant to put on some sterile gloves, and then I would ask her to, of course, take the lid off of the lidocaine, and then she would use an alcohol pad to clean the top of that lidocaine, and then she would get a sterile needle and a sterile syringe, and she would attach those together, and then she would insert her syringe into the bottle, and she would tip it upside down, and she would draw out the medicine that she needs, and then she would place it on my sterile field. If she's not able to do that, then if she's doing something else, then I would just do it. So I would place it on my sterile field, and then I would, because I was touching that bottle of lidocaine that may not have been cleaned on the outside, I would actually get a new pair of sterile gloves, because at this point I'm going to be working with my client. And so then, and I'm doing it all one-handed, so I apologize, I would make sure that I have access to the skin that I need, and so I would, if I needed to open a little bit, I would open it a little bit, and then I would inject a little bit into each of the different parts that needed to be numbed in order to do what I needed to do. And then of course I would, after I was done administering the lidocaine, I would discard of that needle. If I was planning on needing to do some more lidocaine, I would get a clean new needle. I wouldn't want to use that same needle that I just injected into my client into that bottle of lidocaine again. That wouldn't be maintaining a sterile field or just keeping sanitation. So that's how I would go about drawing up that lidocaine and administering it.